In this beautiful game of football, there exist giant clubs with famous players and massive budgets that dominate. But at times when it seems there is no hope, underdogs defy expectations to leave an unforgettable mark on the sport. Today, we will be discussing 12 of the greatest underdog stories in football that defied the odds, sent fans into shock, and rewrote history. From the triumph in the FA Cup of a second division club to the victory debut of the World Cup match against reigning champions, these stories depict that in football, sometimes just heart, grit, and a bit of luck can defeat even the most powerful. Number 12. Nottingham Forest won the First Division in 1978. Under the leadership of Brian Clough, Nottingham Forest had just gained promotion to the English First Division. In an incredible debut season, Forest not only won the First Division by 7 points over Liverpool, but they also won the League Cup. This was not all, though. Forest proceeded to win the European Cup consecutively during the years 1979 and 1980. Clough transformed Forest into one of the most amazing successes in English football, achieving things that no one would have thought possible for a newly promoted team. Number 11. Civilian Hero. Saves Steaua Bucharest, 1986 European Cup. The 1986 European Cup final pitted Steaua Bucharest against Barcelona in Seville. Up against one of the biggest clubs in the world, Steaua were long odds against winning. The game remained scoreless into the penalty shootout, in which Steaua keeper Helmut Duckadam entered history by saving all 4 Barcelona penalty shots. Steaua were the first team from Eastern Europe that ever managed to win the European Cup, and those heroics earned him the nickname, the Hero of Seville. Number 10. Once Calis beats Boca Juniors to win Copa Libertadores, 2004. Once Caldas, a minor Colombian club, went as underdogs into the final of the 2004 Copa Libertadores against Boca Juniors of Argentina, one of the most successful South American football clubs. Both legs of that final ended in draws to force a penalty shootout, which incredibly saw Boca fail to score any of their 4 penalties to hand Once Caldas their first Copa Libertadores title. It has remained one of the high moments of Colombian club football, with Once Caldas proving that courage combined with calmness might overcome even the most difficult opponents. Number 9. Denmark's improbable triumph at Euro 1992. Denmark didn't even originally qualify for Euro 1992. They were a late replacement for Yugoslavia, but the Danes took full advantage of their late chance, advancing out of the group stage to face defending champions the Netherlands in the semifinal. In a tight penalty shootout, Denmark moved on, setting up a final against Germany. A 2-0 result against reigning World Cup champions gave Denmark's Cinderella story one of the most unexpected victories in European Championship history. Number 8. Greece's victory at Euro 2004. In 2004, hosts Portugal, powered by the likes of Luis Figo and a young Cristiano Ronaldo, were favorites to finally win an international trophy. But Greece, in that year's European Championships, had other plans. They defeated Portugal twice, once in the final 1-0, to eventually win the Euro. Coached by Otto Rehhagel, solid defense and a calculated approach saw Greece send shockwaves through world football as the impossible dream turned into one of history. Number 7. The surprise Serie A win by Verona. 1985. The 1984-85 Serie A season was supposed to belong to Italy's top teams. Then came the shockwave that was Hellas Verona, an improbable title contender that proved otherwise. With star signings such as Hans-Peter Briegel and Preben Elkjær, Verona simply tore apart the league, suffering only 2 losses while finishing a full 4 points clear. This was partly due to a unique season where referees were randomly assigned, a system designed to eliminate bias concerns. The triumph has remained to this date their only Serie A title and an omen of memories of a fairy tale season for Verona. Number 6. Club Tijuana wins Liga MX Apertura in 2012. Club Tijuana, also known as Xolos, came into existence in 2007 and climbed through the ranks of Mexican soccer until it gained promotion into Liga MX in 2011. In 2012, less than a year later, they pulled off the unthinkable. They won an Apertura championship, defeating Toluca 4-1 on aggregate. The shocking rise to the championship made them one of the youngest teams to reach major success in Liga MX history and proved that determination and smart management could hold a candle to tradition and prestige. Number 5. Bulgaria's World Cup, 1994. Semi-finals run. Bulgaria had never won a World Cup match prior to 1994, and few believed they'd do much in that tournament. But led by star striker Hristo Stoichkov, Bulgaria not only managed to make it out of the group stage, they went on to defeat defending champions Germany in the quarterfinals. Their Cinderella run ended with a 2-1 loss to Italy in the semi-finals, but Bulgaria's shocking success etched their name in World Cup history and inspired worldwide fans. Number 4. Senegal shocks the world in their 2002 World Cup debut. The surprising World Cup debut of Senegal came in 2002, which opened the entire tournament against the defending champions France. This Senegalese team was relatively unknown to great parts of the world, but they would eventually beat France 1-0 on a goal by Papa Bouba Diop, thanks to the assist from El Hadji Diouf, sending shockwaves throughout the tournament. That strong run continued by beating Sweden in the round of 16, before finally losing to Turkey in the quarterfinals. A reminder by Senegal that the World Cup belongs to all, irrespective of previous titles or reputation. Number 3. Cameroon's gallant run in the 1990 World Cup. Cameroon opened the 1990 World Cup against reigning champions Argentina, a match that had been touted as giving a glimpse of an Argentine show of strength. But surprisingly, Cameroon stole the day. One-headed goal by Francois Omambiik, thanks to a rare goalkeeper mistake, sealed a 1-0 victory. Cameroon won a group that included the Soviet Union, Romania, and Argentina, defeated Colombia in the round of 16, and finally, gave England a run for their money in the quarterfinals. That was where their journey came to an end, but Cameroon's bold performance made them the first African delegation into a World Cup quarterfinal and opened ways for African football on the global stage. Number 2. Southampton's upset FA Cup victory in 1976. Just 3 years after Sunderland's triumph, another second division team, Southampton, faced Manchester United in the FA Cup final. United, ready to finish third in the first division, was a heavy favorite. Southampton was undaunted, with goalkeeper Ian Turner making several key saves. Bobby Stokes took advantage late in the contest as his goal in the 83rd minute gave the Saints the win 1-0. This victory gave Southampton their only major trophy to date and proved the fact in football, a magical moment can create history. Number 1. Sunderland's iconic FA Cup win in 1973. In 1973, Sunderland entered the FA Cup final as massive underdogs. The still second division club had already required replays to edge its way past lower league opponents. Their final showdown came against Leeds United, a powerhouse and the defending champion. Few thought Sunderland stood a chance, but an early goal from Ian Porterfield, coupled with some incredible saves by keeper Jimmy Montgomery, secured Sunderland a stunning 1-0 win. This victory is still considered to be the last major trophy won in Sunderland's history, and stands as an inspiration to the magic of the FA Cup. Which one of these underdog stories surprised you most? Comment below, let us know, and subscribe to Footy Frenzy for more interesting stories in football.